Okay, this is job 25407, and this video is being made for revision 1. Jamie and I, we just put some budget pricing together for 3 different properties for Let's Pave. Let's Pave wants to give us 3 contracts. This is one. It's called Sunset Square, and it's in Bellingham. We've also got another one that's in Seattle. That's called, what the hell is it called? Nah, I'm drawing a blank. We got a job, though, in Seattle. We got a job in Federal Way. This project here has a budget of $57,000 right now, and our budget numbers came in around $75,000. Okay, so I drove out here to Bellingham because Let's Pave wants to give us all 3 contracts, and they want to schedule all 3 contracts around September timeframe. It might carry into the first part of October, but right now they're looking at signing contracts as early as next week and doing a site walk with me, potentially. So I drove out here to Bellingham, and I'm hoping that with this video that Jamie, you, and Mark can see that we might be able to make some adjustments here and get our pricing down a little bit. I think we did a good first rough draft on the budget, even though we're over by about 13 grand, 14 grand. I still think that, I can't remember how much it is. Somewhere around 18 grand, something like that. I still think that we're in a good spot because I think we can make some improvements out here on this bid. So, Jamie, on revision 1, just know that the striping is probably going to stay the same. I think you have $1,200 in there to do the striping. That's probably going to stay the same. On the asphalt, though, we broke those up into 2 different spreadsheets, and I think what we need to do is put them into one spreadsheet, and here's why. Because Let's Pave wants to give us the entire contract, so that means we're going to do both scopes of work, which is the base bid and the alternate B area. I'm up here in Bellingham looking at this corner here where there's area 1 and then there's area B. So basically what it is it's ADA corrections on concrete and on asphalt. Okay, so that's the base bid where Goodwill is right there. In the base bid, we're going to correct the concrete that's there in front of Goodwill, including that ramp, and then we're going to cut out this asphalt and correct that too. And then over there where that guy just walked by, over by the white car, that's the ADA section that you see right here in this drawing. So we got a big chunk of asphalt to take out there. We've got some curb and gutter to take out there. And this is what the curb and gutter looks like. All right, so what I'm thinking, guys, is we can reduce this down a little bit. I think this needs to be an overnight stay for the asphalt spreadsheet. We need to put this all into one spreadsheet, and we need to include the base bid and alternate B. The base bid it's around 3,500 square feet. There's 87 tons of asphalt. On alternate B, there is about 28 tons. So we're looking at a total of 115 tons of asphalt to remove and replace. Okay. As it sits right now for the base bid for this work right here on the asphalt, we put 8 guys on the job for a 12-hour day. And then on the base of the alternate B work, which is this area here, plus what you see right out in front of me right now at this ramp, we're going to correct the asphalt here, and then we're going to correct the asphalt out here. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong spot. I was showing you the wrong area. Alternate B is only 28 tons because we're just doing the asphalt right out in front of the sidewalk. And I'm basically parked right on the area that we're going to correct. We're going to correct the asphalt right here where the ADA ramp goes down, and then go through approximately where the yellow center line is, and then over here to the sidewalk, and I'll show you that. There's 28 tons there. So we've got 7 guys, 10 hours plugged in for the asphalt on this, a separate mobilization, and then we have that separate mobilization to send an 8-man crew up to do this. I'm thinking hopefully we could do this with a 7-man crew, or maybe even a 6-man crew. That'd probably be 7. anyways, or 8, whatever. But I think we can reduce this down, and we might even be able to possibly get that 112 tons or 115 tons done in one day, because these asphalt repairs are all within 100 yards of each, all within 50 yards of each other. You got the asphalt there, and right here where I'm standing. So all the asphalt repair is right here, and it's 3 total areas. One area to cut there, one area to cut there, and then this area that I'm parked at right now. So I'm wondering if we can't send the guys up here on a 12-hour day, and I'm wondering if they can't do all 3 repairs, 115 tons, all in one shot. If not, can we put them in as an overnight stay and then just kind of wrap up the next morning? You know, we very well could get all the asphalt removed on day 1 and get started on the asphalt and then finish up on day 2. That is a definite possibility that we can do that, okay? Rip everything out on day 1 and start working on the asphalt, and then if we don't finish in one day, stay the night up here and then wrap it up and come home the next day. Okay? So that's that. Now on the concrete, I'm wondering if we could do the same thing, put both concrete spreadsheets together and keep our crew up here to do the work. Currently, right now, as it sits, we've got this concrete area. Let me see here. Let me show you. This concrete area that you see right here is right over there at Goodwill. Okay. We got to remove the ramp plus the concrete that sits in front of the storefront of Goodwill. It's not a huge area, but it's enough work. It's 11 yards of concrete to fix here. Plus, we got to form and pour some integral curb here. But right now, as it sits, we've got 2 guys, 12 hours. Or excuse me, not 2 guys. We got 2 days on this, 12 hours, and we've got 5 guys on the job. On alternate B is right here, and I'm going to stand outside and show you more details here. But this is alternate B that puts you right in front of the store where we're going to have to remove concrete. Like I said, I'm going to give you more detail here. But that's this little shape right here, up against the storefront and then out and around. We need to remove that and replace it. And it's, let me see how many, it's 19 yards. So 19 yards of concrete here. We've got, right now as it sits in our budget on the base bid, in our budget, we've got 7 guys on this. And we've got, I'm sorry, that's wrong, guys. That's wrong. 6 guys on this, 2 days, 12 hours on each day. So we got 2 12-hour days here with 6 guys. And then to do this concrete, we've got 2 12-hour days with 5 guys. So my question is, can we revise this? And first of all, do overnight stays up here. And can we get this job done in 3 days instead of 4? Okay. So that means, and do we do a 6-man crew or do we do a 5-man crew? That's my question to you guys, and hopefully we can make that revision. Okay. If we can make those revisions, I would imagine we could probably get this price down a little bit closer to where their budget is of $57,000. Okay, so now that I'm walking out here, I want to show you the asphalt we need to fix. So we'll cut out here at the ramp, and then right about where the back of my car is, this is the section of asphalt that we would take out. Okay, pretty easy shot, and it's only half of the road, so if we had to leave half of this open, we could, but we can very easily close it down and people can get around us. People could still get into the restaurant here and use the sidewalk. Then the asphalt that's over here, if you remember from the drawing, probably can't see it very well, but I'm going to show you this section of parking here. You could tell at one point it was done. Someone already did a saw cut once here. and removed and replaced the asphalt in this ADA section. Well, this is the same thing we're going to end up doing. We're going to remove some curb and gutter here, and we're going to put in new asphalt. They've already got a bollard here, so I didn't realize this, but I have in the quote to do this bollard, and this is already here. So we could probably take this out of the proposal and salvage and reuse this, because it's done with a U-channel post, which is actually what they want, and it's done with the correct bollard. So I think we might not have to, or we might be able to salvage this, honestly. This is going to change a little bit as far as the dimensions. I think it's going to change maybe slightly. I'm not positive. Anyways, let's not worry about that right now. But here's the asphalt that we're replacing right here, okay? It's this area here, and then this walkway that goes through. We're not replacing the entire walkway here, but we are going to replace right about out here in the road. So right where both lanes are, we'll end up replacing from right about where that sewer lid is over to here, and then over that direction, just around the corner to about where that post is. So you got the no parking fire lane sign there and the no parking fire lane sign there. So the asphalt will go out to about there. So pretty easy asphalt removal and replacement, as well as over there. So that's the asphalt scope of work. Now the concrete, you can see the concrete work that I'm looking at here. Again, this is like really close. It's within, if I'm not mistaken, it's right inside these columns here, as far as this section goes. And then it looks like we're gonna probably follow right along this concrete right here. It might actually come a little bit over into this area right here. But I think what we'll end up doing is, yeah, it is going to come out into this just a little bit. It's all medium broom finish, so we don't have to do this kind of rock here. We can do the medium broom finish on all of that. And I do not believe we have to follow this square pattern either. At least it didn't show that in the details. Anyways, but we'll end up removing probably about where this joint is right here, and then going this direction, all the concrete. We'll remove the curbing, and then we'll probably go right about to this joint right here. Okay. Currently the slope here is 6.6% as you come out of the storefront, and it makes its way down. And then it's 0.1% cross slope here. At this ramp heading down, it's 10.8%. Okay, 10.8. The ramp's gonna go basically in the same spot. We've got one thing of iron here that we gotta pay attention to. Up here at the top, 0.6% on the cross slope high, and then 2.0 on the run slope. All right, what else we got? Over here next to the column, 4.6%. Okay, 4.6%. And it is 0.6% on that cross slope. So it's all about the slope that goes here. So we'll have to have this come up, probably have some sort of a landing. I think it said in the notes that we have to at least have probably a landing that's somewhere in here or landing there. And then we have to be able to create a pathway that comes up that's flat enough and then is able to have a walking path that heads into the store. Okay, so that's this section of the concrete. We'll have to protect these windows. Okay. Over here in this area, I'm going to show you this area of concrete. Now this is a little bit different because we've got these concrete bollards here, but we'll just leave the bollards where they're at. Leave the bollards where they're at, and we'll take out the concrete. I believe, let's look at the drawings here real quick. Okay, so according to this drawing, I'm supposed to go behind this little planter box here. They've got some railing and stuff that they'll have to move. They've got some iron that's right here that we got to work around. But according to this drawing here, get back in the shade. According to this drawing, we go around this, and we probably only go a few feet. Okay, so just a few feet past the corner here, and then we cut straight over to the corner of this building, which is a Mexican restaurant. Okay, so you got Goodwill. You've got nobody inside this building right now. It looks like it's for lease, so that's a good thing. So there's nobody in those two buildings. You got Goodwill there, and then you've got this Mexican restaurant right here. Those are the only stores that are affecting us right now. So we should be able to close this down. And I think they've got another entrance that's over there towards the back, so they can use that as a secondary entrance, potentially. Let me see if this one is an entrance as well. It is. Cool. So we've got an entrance down here that they could use, so we can close this all down and not have to worry so much about everybody getting in. They've got two different options to let people in. So, but this concrete right here would get removed. It looks like we'll end up going, well, I take that back. Shoot. Yeah, this concrete correction goes all the way to this door here. It's like 10 feet and another 10 feet. So this door will probably be not an option, but that one around the corner would definitely be an option for people to access. And they can enter in from the left side over there and make their way in. We can have this closed, and we can have this closed, and we can do this job during the day. This sidewalk comes out, this curving comes out, and then that asphalt that's plugged in here will also come out. The asphalt comes right out to about almost the center of the road. Might even be a little bit farther than that. Okay. Might go just past the halfway point on that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it shows on the drawings from that curving out, it's about 13 feet. So that's about the width of this lane here. So it'll pretty much be right down the center line here and then over to the column here. All right, so I'm hoping that this video helps, that we've seen everything we need to see. I need to show the slope on this real quick. Okay, currently right now this ramp is at 9%. 9% slope from the asphalt. Now, because we're taking all of this out, we can change this out here. We can raise this up. We can bring this up to a higher level. We can get this concrete up to a little bit higher level if we need to. So we can make some adjustments here, which might help things out to get water to run that direction. Because it kind of looks like right now this is a low spot. Anyways, now I believe the drawings already show the slope percentage in all the different areas, but I just want to show you it's 4.2% right now from the curb to the back of the property. And then you've got this slope here, 1.9%. So we're really close here on 2% or less. And then as you get up here, it starts to get flatter. The run slope here at the concrete, we've got 0.5% at the doorway by 5.9% coming out. All right. Okay, hopefully that was enough information for now. But like I said, we've got this concrete correction that goes to here and goes just to the left of this iron, goes up about two squares, and then shoots over to the building here. So we'll have to correct all that around here, and then we'll correct this out here, create a new ramp, and then have path of travel that is adjusted as well. And like I said, these stay here. Those can be moved easily. Those railings can be moved easily. They just sit there. They're not bolted in. That concrete couch there, all that can get pushed over. Okay, so it's all easy to work with around here, okay? Last thing I want to show you is probably this over here. 7.2%. Actually it's 0.1% storefront here, this cross slope. This isn't the ADA access, but I'm just gonna show you 6.4% by 0.8%. So it's 1% or less going all the way down here, and then it starts to slope a little bit, but it's still within about 2% or less. All right, like I said, hopefully this helps out. Hopefully we can combine our spreadsheets for the concrete, combine our spreadsheets on the asphalt. The striping, it is what it is. And then keep in mind that bollard over there. We might be able to salvage that bollard because everything looks like it's correct, okay? And that should do it right now. Hopefully we can make this correction and get this price down a little bit and lock this thing in before my site walk at the end of next week. I'm going to be out here next Friday, a week from today, if we can get this price down to where it needs to be. Mind you, that's $57,000 plus tax.